Are we live?
Mm-hmm. I don't know why you keep asking that.
Hi everyone. This is the first time we've gone live from our blog, Water Cooler Convos. So for our followers at Water Cooler Convos, thank you for following. I know we have lots of new followers, so this is us. We're Jen and Darren. We're Water Cooler Convos.
That's it.
So it's just the two of us. We're going to be talking really briefly about the blog we have scheduled to debut sometime. Not debut. Sorry. We have messages popping up as I'm talking. The podcast that we are going to be debuting next year is a part of our website. So watercoolerconvos.com. That's the main kind of site where we keep all of our written content. However, next year we will be adding video content as well as podcast content. So we are waiting for people to join, and it hasn't been people joining yet. So the screen is saying that we have to wait until more of you pop in. That's part of the reason why it's probably good we did it from the blog. But at the same time, it would be nice to do it from my own.
True.
Yeah. So, this is your most watched video yet. It's our only video.
That's a huge feat.
Thank
you, Facebook.
I don't know, why does it tell you that? That's stupid. Okay, so we're going to talk really briefly about the podcast, but we're waiting for some more folks to join. Hey, Aunt Jerry. I'm glad you found your way here. Okay. So yeah, we'll talk about the podcast tonight, but I'm waiting for more people to pop in. So I'll put a message up on Facebook on our personal page. Typing with my left hand is horrible.
You can do it.
Oh, it's horrible.
You can do anything.
Shut up. I'm divorcing you. I'm typing with my left hand, and it's not fun. Oh, that says meow. That's not now. I said watch us at Water Cooler Convos meow with an I. That's not gonna work.
I mean, you never know. Like, attract a certain crowd.
No, I think I'll stick with just normal now. Okay. Okay. Where is all the people? We might have to just pop out and go see it. Go to my personal page because it's a mess. Okay. All right. So we're starting a podcast, and the podcast is basically going to be race, culture, and Black love. That's what we're focusing on, which is a very uncomfortable thing because honestly, when you say things like "oh, Black love," it's just kind of very general, and like I feel like we're not the arbiters of Black love.
No.
No.
I don't think we're going to try to be either.
Yeah. So it's kind of awkward. But we do get a lot of questions about our relationship. We have been together for a long time, since 2002. That's a long time.
Long time.
So half of my life.
It doesn't feel long, though.
Half of my life.
Pleasant, wonderful, amazing. The best years of your
With
life.
him. So we'll talk about that. And I think what we want to do for the podcast really is probably talk about the work that we have already on our website. And we'll do a lot of like review. But we really want it to be kind of interactive. So we want to hear from people who are reading our work to say, hey, we really want you to cover this thing. We find it interesting. It's funny, whatever it is. And that's what we want to talk about in our podcast. We do have some segments that we think are funny. I have one on my own page that I talked about today. This whole Jen doesn't know stuff about Black music and TV shows, which is just a fact. And that's fine. And I'm not ashamed of it.
But the whole point is you were going to learn. Through this segment, you were going to learn about certain important aspects of Black culture.
Okay.
You're going to learn. It's going to be great.
We'll see about that. However, what I will say is this. We have lots of funny segments. We have a segment on our children and how they like to mispronounce certain things. We have a segment on things that white people said to us during the week or at work.
And we somehow managed to not put any hands on them.
Right. What is it called? It's called...
Let me see. I'll put it. Let me see.
It's called... The segment itself is called Things White People Said Without Us Putting Hands on Them.
Yes.
So that'll be a segment. And I think, we're looking to see what other people want us to talk about. We don't want it to be too serious and too heavy, because who wants to do that? Who wants to listen to serious and heavy and somber and melancholy for an hour or 45 minutes? We'd rather it be lighthearted and fun. So, what do you want to say, Darren?
Well, I'm really excited about the podcast. Number one, because I think it's going to be a great way for you guys to all really kind of learn about who we are and how we interact with one another. There's a chance we're going to have some special guests. So we'll see how that goes. But really, I think it's a chance for you to, number one, hear us clearly straight out of our mouths, see us working together, which I think is a very unique thing. A lot of people, when they meet us in person, they're kind of shocked and they kind of don't understand what it is that they're watching or happening. But I think it's because we've been together for so long. We have a very unique, a very special relationship. We love each other very much, and we also have a very great rapport.
Do we?
I think we do. You don't think we do? We fight maybe 5 times in a year.
That's a lot. I don't think we fight 5 times a year.
That's not a lot. And our fights are very mellow. They're like, oh my gosh, you didn't take the trash out today.
Why you didn't take that trash out?
And then
I'm tired.
And then 5 minutes later, it's like, okay, let's have some pound cake.
But you're supposed to take the trash out.
And take a nap.
But I said I'm tired, and then we're too sleepy, and then we go to bed.
Yeah, and that's it. It's very
accurate.
Like I said, great rapport.
I guess.
And it's because we were friends for a very solid year, very good close friends, and out of that friendship came our love and our romance. And
love and romance. So, ugh.
That is why our relationship is so great. And see, this is the type of thing I think people will enjoy.
Can you stop hitting the table because it's making the
I'm sorry. That is the thing I think people enjoy, is to see us interact with one another. And I think that'll also help other people to really kind of see what it's like for 2 young millennials who somehow have been married for over a decade and have 3 children and careers and educations and a million things going on all at once, and we somehow still make it all work.
Yay! Okay, so that's what the podcast will be about. Yeah, and I think we'll talk about our kids. We'll talk about being brown people. We'll talk about the fact that I am somehow in grad school and Darren is somehow working a very intense job every day. Mm-hmm. And we still have 3 children and live south of Chicago and make everything work. We are young. That's a read. That's a read. I'm young in spirit. All right. So, is there anything you want to cover right now to preview? Or you want to do, I think we might do regular check-ins, but we'll do kind of preview videos. Mm-hmm. And we'll just cover a segment. Because at this point, I'm like, we've already talked about the podcast. People know it's coming. Mm-hmm. So we don't really need to introduce it every single time.
No.
Okay.
But I think it will be great to have some videos to kind of show you what some of the segments are going to look like. So that once we do the full launch, you'll really understand what's coming. And why you need to tune in and subscribe.
Right.
And why you should actually be subscribing to our page on Facebook and to our Twitter account.
Right.
And to our actual homepage.
Right, okay. So now here is the call to action. The call to action is, if you want to see this podcast come into fruition, if you're like, yo, they're funny, or they're interesting, I'd love to listen to their podcast. There are ways that you can support us to ensure that actually becomes a thing. So we have a Patreon page. It's patreon.com/watercoolerconvos. You can subscribe, or you can give, and you can get cool perks from us. You can get shout outs from us and all types of things. So you can donate there, become a patron, and you can get, access to us in other ways. You can also just give us money. through PayPal. So we have a PayPal me. It's paypal.me/watercoolerconvos. See, all this stuff is very easy. It's very easy.
Very simple.
And also on our Facebook page, since you're already here, there's a little link at the top of the Facebook page that has an actual tagged post where we told y'all how you can support us. So we're going to keep making these little videos. We'll go live. We'll probably start putting stuff on our YouTube channel. So go to our website, watercoolerconvos.com, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We'll put little videos of us just talking about things so you can get an idea of what we plan on doing with the podcast. And then, hopefully, sometime early next year. I don't want to give a date because I don't want to miss the date. So early next year, we'll launch the podcast and you'll have access to us all the time.
You can listen to us in your car, on the train, while you're taking a bubble bath with candlelight.
No.
You never know. I mean,
I don't want people to listen to us when they're taking a bubble bath
to
candlelight.
I think it'll be a nice, relaxing, calming experience for people.
That's disturbing.
You know, it's self-care.
To listen to me and you talk?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not comfortable with that. If that's what you want to do, if you listen to podcasts while you're taking bubble baths,
it's your choice. Whatever floats your boat.
But no, I would prefer that you listen to us when you're fully clothed. That's just me. So anyway, that's it. This is a quick check-in. If you have questions for us, email us, Jen, Jenn, at watercoolerconvos.com. Darren, Daren, 1 R.
With an E.
With an E, 1 R. Daren, at watercoolerconvos.com. And we'll get back to you. All right. Thanks. Good night. Bye. Bye.